I've had Alex Jones' ex-wife on the show before. He was he was a terrible person.
I was actually watching the video live, but I didn't know what happened afterwards because I actually changed the channel from the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm going to be honest with you, and there's 2 points I want to make. One, these people were tricked and deceived, and they were sold a bill of goods. You know what I'm saying? These people that voted for Trump. They were basically swindled in accepting a bad deal by voting for this guy. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get that out. So these people are going to be deceived for the rest of their life. And what about the guy from Alex Jones? Why did it take the people, the family, to basically sue him for defamation lawsuit against him after repeatedly falsely claiming the 2012 school shooting that was
that's important. So this is really important
that I wanted to bring up.
This is really important that you bring that up, because there's a difference between free speech and then saying things that can harm people. Example, when Alex Jones threw out those conspiracy theories about what took place at Sandy Hook, the family members who lost their children were getting threats, and it affected their life. It affected their livelihood. If it's not bad enough grieving the loss of your young son or daughter, your child, the things that Alex Jones said put them in harm's way. And if you can prove that in a court of law, then you can win. And they did. And Alex Jones is a despicable human being. I've had Alex Jones' ex-wife on the show before. He was he was a terrible person.
The juries awarded the families nearly $1.5 billion in damages.
Right.
1.5 billion.
Correct.
And here's the thing about Charles. It's not so much him. How, as the kids get older and they grow up, they're going to find out sooner or later. Hopefully, they don't want to. They're going to find out sooner or later how their father passed away.
Well, sadly, I agree with you, Dave, and I appreciate your call. Yes, eventually they will find out, and they will probably learn a lot more about their dad. And I wish his kids the best. It's sad that they're going to be growing up without a father. That's terrible. But make no mistake about it. I just played you just some of those audio clips, and he said a lot of horrible things. Said a lot of divisive things. Said a lot of racist things, misogynist things, terrible things. And I don't want to hear the excuse from people that say, oh, Brian, you've said some terrible things too. I've never made a racist statement in my life. I've never attacked somebody because of their sexuality. But Charlie Kirk made a living in doing so.
Just so you understand my demographic, I'm a Hispanic male. I'm also a United States Marine Corps veteran.
Thank you for your service.
I'm a 26-year veteran of the police department in the city of Newark and Essex County.
Can I ask you a question about that? And thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service. You are what I would call a hero. I'm wondering how it made you feel when you had a bunch of service members carrying Charlie Kirk's casket in and out of Air Force 2. You're someone who served this country honorably. And I would say, and I think you would agree with me, there are a lot of service members who risked it all and lost their life that weren't treated as kindly as they treated Charlie Kirk's body. What do you make of that?
Well, I feel absolute outrage because I was in the United States Marine Corps. I was an intelligence analyst, and we were taught about propaganda. And during the Gulf War, I had to learn about Islam because knowing your enemy type of thing. And with that type of background, for years, for the last 10 to 12 years, I've watched this man that they call Daddy Trump come from under a rock and basically poison the minds. He's the individual poisoning the minds of Americans, where the people like myself, that I believe that we want to be sensible and believe in our government, and to see so many people turned by this individual and so many people that just fall in line with what he believes, and seeing my own friends and some of my colleagues fall under that spell, it's been terrifying.
It is terrifying, isn't it? And, listen, everybody has a different definition of what a hero is. And I'm sure you're a very modest guy, but somebody like you, a police officer, a firefighter, someone who served the country honorably, that risked their life, right? Somebody who goes out of their way to save somebody else's life, knowing that it could risk their own. To me, that's what a hero truly is. And I feel like there's a lot of people on the right that are throwing that word around when it comes to Charlie Kirk, when Charlie Kirk made tens of millions of dollars spreading hatred. I think that's the opposite of a hero. I know what a hero is. And even though I dislike J.D. Vance, I can't stand the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, I would never attack their military service. In fact, it's honorable. Anybody who serves this country, no matter what their political beliefs are. And for example, when Donald Trump said he didn't respect John McCain because he was captured, what a despicable statement from a draft dodger himself. To me, that's what a true hero is. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. You know, I was a big King fan, and I lost faith in him when he chose Sarah Palin as his running mate.
That was a bad choice. I believe Sarah Palin cost him the election.
And I believed in what he did, and I voted for him on both elections.
Yeah.
And I will say this, it was the first time I actually voted, really voted. I mean, I did vote for, I'm from the generation of Bush was my commander-in-chief.
Sure.
And,
no, absolutely. Well, let me say this, sir, again. Thank you for your service to this great nation. You are a hero. And let me be very clear. You are not a sucker. You are not a loser. You are a hero. You're somebody that should be treated with dignity and respect, not somebody who spread hate for most of his life. You are a true hero. You are a true American. And I'm honored that you listen to the show. Call back anytime, sir, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
They give me a headache.
How do you think I feel every day? I mean, I keep Tylenol. I keep Tylenol in business. Let me tell you, my friend. Let's go to the vet. He calls himself the vet.
Hey,
where are you calling from?
Hey,
sir?
How you doing? I'm calling from Miami, Florida, buddy, and I hate MAGA.
So do I. That makes two of us.
But listen, I'm real quick. I took my medication. I'm a veteran. I suffer from PTSD, so I didn't take the day off today. Smoke a little weed, relax. Anyway, Donald Trump said something yesterday that they started talking about voting and election, to be specific. And Zelensky said, we're going to have an election, but not during the war. And Trump latched on to that. I went to a war. I won't let my kids join the military. It's not good. Okay, you like it when you're young and you realize you're fucked up when you're old.
Okay, watch the language. Watch the language. Watch the language. Can't swear.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, he wants to get us involved in the war. That's what he wants. That's his game plan. He wants to get us involved in a war, and people got to pay attention to that, because Republicans are good for two things: starting wars and destroying economies. And that's it. I'll listen to what you got to say.
Yeah. First of all, most importantly, let me say this. Thank you for your service. And I'm sorry for the medical issues that you have. And you're a hero. And unfortunately, when it comes to our brave men and women in uniform, there are people that voted for Trump, and Donald Trump called people like you suckers and losers. He said he didn't.
He won't ever get my vote. Any of them.
I understand. Neither will he get mine, but especially if you're a veteran. And he said he didn't respect John McCain because he was captured. Right then and there, that moment should have been a disqualification for running for president back in 2015. But yet, we look at ourselves in the situation that we are in now as a country, and I'm just amazed. What would you say to your fellow veterans that still support Donald Trump? What would be your message to them?
You're an idiot. We took an oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's an oath we took. We don't take an oath to a king or to anybody else. And guess what? If our order is an illegal order, I can decline it. I will not shoot women and children, will not take money, or do anything unethical or unprofessional. I'm a Marine, okay? I let it out of the bag. I'm a Marine. And he has no respect. And how can you latch your wagon to that piece of garbage? It amazes me, because if you think back, this is how we got our independence, because of a king, a tyrant. And now you want to go back to that? I can't understand it. I don't understand. And that's what bothers me. And why I don't go to work, because I got to work with Trump supporters, and I can't take it for every day. I got to get a break from them.
Yeah, that's why.
I don't socialize with Trump supporters, because I have kids. I have a future. I want to live my life in, they bring out the worst in me, worst thoughts. not doing something violent, but I just can't take them. They give me a headache.
Oh, how do you think
I get it?
how do you think I feel every day? I mean, I keep Tylenol. I keep Tylenol in business. Let me tell you, my friend. Hey, I appreciate your phone call.
Back last thing about the veterans. If you want to support that guy, move to Russia. He's looking for people to fight.
That's true.
You can go over there and die for somebody who doesn't care about you.
That's true.
But if you're an American, remember, we're all Americans. On 9/11, we were all Americans. On January 6th, no, that was ridiculous. And don't forget the oath you took. And that's it, man.
Amen, my friend. Great phone call. Thank you for your service. You're a hero, and I appreciate you.